All right, we're here live, and welcome to Chance's Chat and Friends. It's August 9th, 2026. Of course, I'm Doc G, the owner of Hamilton Radio Media LLC, and we got Chance McFadden with us. Tonight's show is sponsored by Fort Madison Guitars for all the greatest in music you need, all music needs, and musician needs. This show is also for entertainment or information purposes only, but it also may not be. Welcome to Chance's Chat. Hey, Chance, how you doing today?
I'm doing good, Doc. How are you?
I'm better since I'm talking to you, but I'm tired like you.
Oh, yeah. It's been stressful. It's been hot. Not getting much work done outside. Um, what can I say? What I tell everybody every day that we have a chat, which is Sundays and Tuesdays and Thursdays. Sundays and Tuesdays are on the private Telegram channel. So if you want to be on that, that's what you got to do. Is you got to send me an email to chancemusic@yahoo.com and I'll give you a link for free. We don't allow no negative energy. We don't allow any bashing of Trump or actually anything else. If it's negative and it's pornographic or anything or naughty, I don't want it on there. I want positive energy. I want love. Okay.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you. And
Hey, you know what? We are love. You and I, we are love.
oh man,
We're lovers of music. We're lovers of people. We're lovers of helping people and doing things. And whatever anybody else reads into that, that's on you, not us.
I'm going to tell you. I've had some critics pop up in the last couple weeks. Everybody knows about that, and that's okay. I'm a big boy. I got big shoulders, and guess what? Jesus has got even bigger shoulders than me. So I just ask him to carry that burden. But my critics have been saying everything that I'm doing wrong, and I've been doing a lot to correct what they may interpret as me being wrong. I don't feel like I'm wrong. I let Jesus lead the way and I follow. Okay. So as long as I got Jesus on my side, then who could possibly be against me?
There
Okay.
you go. There
But
you go.
and this isn't a religious channel. This is we're gonna have a spiritual experience tonight because there's gonna be a lot of prayers and there's gonna be a lot of talking about people. And we got a gentleman that's supposed to come on around 8 o'clock to talk about his new app. It's a powerful new app that will save you a lot of money if you decide to go in that direction. And um, I want to tell you that in spite of the criticism that I've been getting, I want to clear up a few things for everybody. I've already posted on the private posted on the private Telegram channel that not only did the W-4 process work when we did it, but it worked to the tune of $54,000, which I documented that on the private channel. Okay. You'll have to do some scrolling. It's not all there, just easy for you to find. If you're afraid to scroll, then don't go on the private Telegram channel. Okay. But it's there, and I wrote it, and it says proof that the W-4 process worked. I had $54,000 of shipping charges forgiven. Okay. So anybody says the W-4 didn't work, it didn't work for them. It worked for me. It didn't work on everything I did, but it did work. Okay. Now let's continue on with corrections. 1099A. I accidentally stumbled on a Telegram channel today where there was so much Trump bashing about me. And I'll tell you the guy's name. It's Ronaldo. I'm a crook. I'm a fraud. Okay. Well, let me tell you
I
about
must be one too.
huh?
I'm a friend of yours, so I must be one too because I've never been like that or part of anything like that.
Well, all I got to say is there's a guy. His name's Robert, and he lives in Fairfield. He's listening tonight. He's got another name, but I don't want to use that. And there's a lady by the name of Little Lady that listens every day, every show. And I know she's listening today. And there's a family up in New York that was stuck in Louisiana, and family of 5. And I rallied the troops, and all these people were helped. Now, I helped Robert before I even had a show. He was in a very bad living situation, and I helped him get a place to live for almost 2 years, rent free.
Wow. Thank you.
Not kidding. Not kidding. And anyway, he paid the utilities. He's a good guy. He's a friend of mine. And it's good to be communicating with him again. And everybody knows the trials and tribulations we did with the little lady. She had 2 months of rent she couldn't pay, and she got behind 2 months and was ready to be evicted, and had a pretty good size electric bill. And we got all that taken care of. I rallied the troops on the page, and I thank you guys for that. You guys are the people on the Telegram page and on here on Rumble, YouTube, Facebook. You're all amazing people, and you're very generous. And I see that the true believers in Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior, are rallying behind Jesus. And I'm going to be Jesus's spokesperson on this network. Okay. And that's just the way it goes. And if I say something wrong, if I do something wrong, I'm going to hold up my hand and I'm going to say, oops, I made a mistake. I take that back. What can I do to correct it? But let's go to the 1099A. I didn't get any response. You're not supposed to get a receipt. You're not paying off a bill. You're correcting the status. You will not repeat it one more time, Chance. You will not get a receipt saying this bill is paid. What it will happen is it will disappear. I had my property tax disappear. I had my property tax for my daughter's house disappear. I had my Geico car insurance disappear. And it was taken out every month out of this one account. It hasn't been taken out for 2 months. Okay. And the insurance is still valid. We have not gotten a thing saying it was canceled. See, this is the thing. You got to pay attention. But the other thing was $198,000 from the Iowa State waiver that my wife had for her care while she was in the nursing home and while she was in hospice and until she died. Until she died, was eliminated because I was not the debtor. I was the creditor. They all were tapping into my Seska K Vi account, which by the last time Zenmeister and I checked, and Robert and I checked, I had $32 billion in my Seska K Vi account. Now, most people have millions, but I had billions. And the only thing I can tell you is because of all the different identities that I assumed when I was working for the NSA and the state of Illinois, I guess they assigned Social Security numbers to it and everything, and it's all going back to the one account. And so they got paid, and I have corrected the status. You will not get a receipt in the mail. In fact, I got a letter from Alliant Energy said they're not going to buy into any of my nonsense. So that means that they refuse to correct the status. Okay. And it was quite a lengthy letter. And if I get enough people that request it, I've got it right behind me in the desk and I can bring it out and read it to you. Okay. But the truth of the matter is, I am the creditor. I am not the debtor. Alliant Energy, along with all the other electric companies, are selling a free asset. Electricity from the ground, from the earth battery, and from the ether is free. They don't pay anything for it. It doesn't come from a nuclear generator plant. Very little comes from hydroelectric. Very little. Okay. And I told you all a few months ago, maybe it could have been a few weeks ago, that I went and saw one of these great big electrical towers that look the kids, when we drive to Iowa City, the kids always called it the robot, the giant robot, because it looked like a robot. It had 2 antennas on the top, and it had all kinds of antennas around it. And then you get up close where the 4 legs are, and they're huge. I mean, this thing was huge. It was as big as my house, or bigger, but took up as much space as my house. And I could see the technology. Okay. Why do you need antennas if you're generating electricity from a nuclear power plant? You're not. You're getting it from the aether. Okay. And why do you need step-up transformers? Yes, I know what step-up transformers are. Step-up transformers connecting to the ground, what could be the ground, the earth, and then they have these transformers, and they feed into the lines too, because they are using on each one of these towers earth generator, the electricity that comes naturally from the earth. Read about an earth battery. Okay, go read about an earth battery. Research that. You're going to find out about it. And so Alliant Energy, with all these other Con Ed and all these other big they're selling you something that doesn't cost them anything. Following me? If you had the room, you could build an earth battery. And I think after I harvest my garden, I think that's going to be my fall project, is to make an earth battery out in my backyard. It costs so little. It costs so little. But that's just me rambling, okay? I have a particular bone to pick with electric companies, because they're robbing us out of all our assets, okay? Even though it is fiat currency, it's the only currency we have. It's the only way we can use to get goods and services. So we are being cheated out of it, just like property tax, okay? Anyway, I'm going to go to Robert. And then I'm going to go to another friend of mine, Jack, and another friend of mine, Brother Phil, who's deceased. And we all know each other. And Brother Phil and I were constantly doing stuff for each other all the time. And it was a nice thing. We all were helping each other. And then Robert moved out of town, and Jack moved out of town, got married, and Phil died. And so I'm sitting here holding down the fort by myself, but it's okay. Fort Madison, get it? Mayberry. And, but it's all good. It's all good, because now I have my internet family and my private Telegram group family. And for the most part, all of you are really wonderful, fantastic people. And you're going to get a lot of prayer. Okay. I got a list here, and I got 3 names I got to add to it today. I haven't done it yet, and I don't have a pen, so I can't do it now, but luckily I remember their names. So we'll just start with that. Okay. We've got some new people on the list, and their names are Marlon and Teresa. Have I told you about Marlon and Teresa, Doc?
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Well, Marlon is a sheriff's deputy in California, and Teresa is a paralegal.
Okay.
Okay. Now we have a paralegal, and I've just talked to the lady. I could tell she knows what the heck's going on. She's not stupid. And she just rants and raves about, on our first conversation. Now we're familiar, so we don't pat each other's back, but she's a very intelligent lady, and she just rants and raves about how I have been, helping people. And so Marlon is sick. He's in the hospital. So I want prayers for Marlon, and Teresa's got an issue that I shouldn't talk about on the air. And I'm very careful about, they tell me everything, which is fine. You know, I'm not going to say anything wrong. And, but what good people, what smart, awake people. They need your prayers right now. Okay. And just remember, prayers are your superpower. You know, you need to use them every day, constantly. This is my envelope right here. I got quite a few names on it, as you can see. And I take it to bed with me, and I read the names before I go to bed, and I get up in the morning and I pray over it. And but I want to talk about some more people. Okay. We got a really good guest coming in to talk to you about this new app. He's coming in at 8:00. So I hope he got the links, and I hope he can get through, Doc. Okay.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. But anyway, Aaron is a young man, and he's living with his grandmother. And his grandmother and I are just terrific friends. She's a really nice lady, and she's got Jesus Christ in her heart, and she's worried about her family, and they're kind of separated. But I think you're going to see a lot more families coming together after this. And so I told her, just take, you know, she gets worried about stuff. And I said, just pray on it. And she does. She says, oh, I pray all day. And I think that's wonderful. Okay. She's retired, and she's got her 17-year-old grandson living with her. And, you know, that could be a thing, you know. But he's a good kid. And her biggest prayer is that a godly man will come into Aaron's life and to show him the way to salvation, and make him understand that Jesus is God, Jesus is our Lord and Savior, and Jesus is the only way to heaven. Okay. And where we're at right now, folks, is just it's a final exam. We're having a final exam like in college. Okay. So how you talk about others, how you treat others, how you relate to each other, how you help each other is going to determine where you go when the veil drops and you go on to the next level of existence. Okay. So you've got to carry Jesus Christ in your heart. And I'm really into this song Don Henley wrote, and you need to listen to it. It's about a guy in a relationship with a woman, obviously a romantic relationship, but you need to listen to it because it's called forgiveness. So anybody that badmouths me, I just forgive them. I turn it over to Christ. I pray for them. Okay. And anybody that needs a prayer, guess what? I'm the first one on my knees. Really am. I love the people that I interact with every day. And I saw a lady getting chewed out at the grocery store, just being chewed out by a customer. You could tell she had a demon in her, and she was practically screaming at this employee because she says, well, we don't allow dogs in here unless service dogs. So you got to have, you're supposed to carry your service dog papers with you. And that's all she asked. And she was just doing her job. And this woman just tore her, and she didn't have the papers with her. And I doubt very much if she was, but it's so easy to get certified for a service dog. It really is. Even if it's an emotional support dog, it's very easy. And this woman just screamed and yelled and just made a total fool out of herself. And I waited till it all calmed down. And then I went up to the woman and I said, look, I'm praying for you. You didn't deserve to be talked to that way. She was out of line, and she's probably got a demon in her. And she's probably full of the one thing that I hate more than anything else, and that's righteous indignation.
Mm.
And if you don't know what righteous indignation is, look it up. I lived with it for 50 years. I know what righteous indignation is. But be that as it may, I gave her a hug and she looked at me like, wow, here's this old hippie and he's saying things to comfort me. That's what I'm supposed to do. That's what Jesus would want me to do. He'd want me to do that. He'd want me to be nice, kind, and as much hate as that employee was shown, I tried giving her that much love. And I said, you're going to be just fine. I patted her on the back and I said, don't worry about it. Jesus has got your back. And she says, I know it. I know it. And she, you could tell something just lifted from her after I hugged her. But it's great. It's great to be able to do stuff like that for people and help them and encourage them. And, you know, all she was doing is trying to do her job. Okay. She doesn't need to be verbally assaulted. So anyway, it's when you're doing stuff for people and you're giving people love, and even though they're not doing right by you, that's okay. Because even if you don't get acknowledgement for what you do and people put you down or this or that, it doesn't matter. What matters is the next life. The next life is the only thing that matters. Because I got a lot of family and I got a lot of friends in heaven and I'd like to see them again. And I'd like to be with my pups that all died, especially my Megan dog and my Sissy.
Megan, yeah.
Yeah, Megan, I just miss her so much. I still miss her. It's been months and months and I still miss her. I just go to bed and I pray. And I remember how she used to come up and get in my face and just and she'd go crazy and lick my face, and because she loved me so much. And then and during the night she would get hot or something, because I always sleep under a blanket with a fan on. So I'm one of those guys. Okay. So she didn't like that. So she'd get down on the floor. And so I'd yell down at her. I'd say, hey, you're being a rat fink. And so I'd go to sleep, and a couple hours later, I'd wake up and I said, hey, you still a rat fink? And she'd jump up on the bed and go again and snuggle in next to me. And we had quite the relationship. It was, I'll just remember the good times and the fun that we had. And the times I took her in the car. Oh my gosh, that was so much fun. But guys, it's the little things that count. Okay. Am I panicking? No, because people say bad things about me. No. Am I praying for them? Yes. Am I panicking because my electric dryer went out? Nah, I'm not panicking. Am I panicking because my dishwasher went out and the company I bought it from is not going to back the warranty? Nice. And so, if you're in Burlington, Iowa, and you're thinking about buying an appliance from Burns & Son, just remember that extended warranty isn't worth the paper it's written on, as far as I'm concerned, in my humble opinion. And so, yeah, smoke that in your pipe and take it, okay? So, what it all boils down to is love. It's prayers and love. And I got two Jennifers. Jennifer in Texas, who's living with her son, who has a demon in him. And the other Jennifer that lives way further north with her family. Jennifer had some surgery and is recovering very slowly, but she's doing the healthy things that she needs to do to recover. And she loves Jesus. And she's got two beautiful kids. She's the lady that won the guitar. One of the ladies that I gave away 2 guitars last year. And she's one of the ladies that won the white guitar. And then the other lady won another guitar. So we may do that again this year at the end of summer. So pray for them. They've got problems. Sister Shirley. Sister Shirley is having vertigo problems. And I think I got that right. And if I didn't, I apologize. And my brother, my spiritual brother, Brother Will Dodd, is in a nursing home. He had a bad seizure. He can't talk. He can move his hands and he can go up and down, yes and no, and positive, and thumbs up and thumbs down, but he can't talk. And I love him to death. I miss his. He used to call me about every other day, and I miss our chats that we used to have on the phone. He's a licensed chiropractor and a health. He's a nutritionist, and he knows his stuff, and we need him. So we need prayers for Brother Will Dodd. We got Brother Andrew up in Chicago. I heard from his mother the other day, and she's doing well. And Andrew is still having his issues, and they're the ones. And his mother sent me this lovely picture, a couple pictures of his baby. What a beautiful baby. And he's not able. Brother Andrew's not able to work. He's got some problems, skeletal issues, and so we need prayers for him. And Sister Patricia, I still haven't heard from you, Sister Patricia. You're supposed to email me and let me know what you're doing, how you're doing. Okay? She's in Florida. Brother Morris is in Las Vegas. And I haven't heard from you either, Morris. So if you're watching tonight, I'm expecting an email or a text message, okay? He's doing real good. He was about ready to be released from the nursing home the last time I talked to him. And the doctor said, I guess 6 months ago, that he was going to lose his foot. Well, guess what? That doctor's wrong. The power of prayer, ladies and gentlemen, the power of prayer. Brother Drew and Brother Jim in Fairfield. Brother Drew called me the other day, a couple days ago, and we had a really nice conversation. He wanted to know what status update. He doesn't watch the shows, and he's not on the internet much, and he lost both of his legs from the knees down. And he's very anxious for the med beds. And Brother Jim is the one that had court problems, and now he's battling some health issues. And it's a fine line that we have to balance between the current medical treatments that you can get and homeopathic, because the current medical situation is they're not there to help you. They're there to make money. The longer you're alive, the longer you can be a customer. Okay. That's the only incentive they have. Very bad thing. Come on, med beds. And let's all pray for med beds. Okay. We got Brother Bub and Brother Dave, both in Minnesota. Now, I haven't talked to Brother Dave in about 6 weeks, and Brother Dave, we're going to have to talk. So you know my number. Give me a call, and let's catch up. And I'll send you some pictures of my garden. My garden's doing real good, even though I'm not using your magical electroculture. Okay, Brother Bub in Minnesota, he's got some issues, and he's in a lot of pain, because I am of the opinion that his body is healing itself. And he can't get any doctor to help him. And so there's your medical profession at work. There's your current medical profession at work. None of the doctors will touch him. They'll not try to do anything, because they're worried about their own assets instead of his. You know what I mean? Okay. Sister Bernadette has got some issues. She had surgery last year. And there's Jeff. Jeff's knee is doing better. And why is Jeff's knee doing better? You know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because he has been on the patches for about 2 weeks now. We'll talk about Brother Jeff when the patch ladies come on at 8:30. I think it's going to be just Dan. So we'll talk about that. He's doing a lot better. He's on light duty and no pains, but stiff and unstable. Okay, keep up. Keep the patches and keep doing what you're doing, brother. If you're at light duty, then you're doing great. Okay. Bernadette has rheumatoid arthritis, and I feel really, really bad that she's suffering with that. My grandmother had that, and it's crippling, and eventually could get real bad. But here's the thing: if you listen to Dr. Wiedemann, who's also on this channel, if you listen to Dr. Wiedemann, he's got a protocol to reverse that, but you can't do it overnight. It takes about a year. So maybe you might want to look into that protocol, and it all has to do with diet. It's all diet. It's all the right things, the right herbs, and Doc was explaining it to me the other day. So there you go. God bless you, Bernadette. Nothing but the best for you. And then, of course, we got our little lady that we all helped. We all went together. And I hope she's starting to use some resources in her community. Prayers for little lady. She's been going through this heat with just a fan in her house, and that's just not good.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I know. And I'm going to tell you right now, there's cooling centers, and they'll pick her up. You just got to ask for resources. Nobody's going to come and do it for you. You got to do the research. Call Department of Human Services and ask for cooling centers and senior resources for the heat. We even have a free store that's run by the Seventh-day Adventists here in town. They're closed down. And they're not closed down for lack of help because they got plenty of volunteers. They're closed down because it's too dang hot to be in there, and their little bitty air conditioner ain't keeping up. So we're looking forward to that reopening. So prayers for the little lady, the one that we all helped. Sister Audrey has issues that I really probably shouldn't talk about over the channel, but it doesn't matter what her issues are. She's a child of God. She's a daughter of God, and she needs prayers. Let's give them to her. Jaggers, our 17-year-old boy who's in prison for the second time, all because the cable guys want to access his Seska K Vi account and rob him blind. He's no criminal. He's a kid. He's a kid. His grandmother loves him to death. Prayers for Brother Jagger. Next prayer is kind of selfish. Next prayer is for Ellie Jean, the one I call Ellie Bean, my little granddaughter, who has been diagnosed with leukemia, and they're doing their best to try to kill her at the University Hospital in Iowa City with, guess what? Chemotherapy, mustard gas. And I think next week is the week I'm going to go talk to the parents, and I'm going to just lay it out. Okay. It's not she remarried, so she's not with my grandson, but she's still my great granddaughter. Okay. And I love her so much. She's so pretty, and she always comes down here and stays for a few hours at a time. And I got a feeling she's coming down maybe this weekend to stay all night, and then she could spend time with her dad. And see, this is what I mean. I'm so popular. Somebody tried calling me while I'm doing a show. I can't. I just can't answer the phone right now, guys. We'll see who it is. Oh, Charlotte, you can't call me during the show, honey. Anyway, we don't have much comments over here. What's going on, Doc?
It isn't me. It's Facebook.
Oh, it's Are we on Facebook or are we on Rumble?
Facebook. Rumble won't let me on there again. I tried.
Oh my God, that's why we haven't had the
Facebook
guy come on with the app.
Yeah, because YouTube won't allow us on there at all because they got a new platform now. So what we can do is put it on Facebook, and then I can load it to YouTube after the show's over.
Wow.
They're cutting into everybody. It's not just you. Everybody's got to go through this platform. You know why? I'll explain to you two reasons. One is nobody's watching the videos on YouTube. And because they're not watching the videos on YouTube, they come up with a different platform where you got to stream from YouTube out to the software. Well, the software makers don't have that capability yet. So, unfortunately, we're in a position where we can either stream the show on Facebook or just stream it or load the show later to Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble, which is what I'm going to try to do. But if you guys don't see that, and Jeff, if you're watching this, please tell others to come to Facebook right now. We're looking at hopefully we can set up another and Chance. This is one of the reasons why I told you that if we had our own software, you got to understand it now. You have your own software, your own video. They can watch on the phone or computer anywhere. You don't need to be on Rumble. You don't need to be on YouTube, and you can control everything. You can go 2 hours. You can go an hour and a half if you want. You can do whatever you want because it's your control. So YouTube, because they're not making any money, and they got to pay all that money out to the people that are creating a lot of views for them, they cut down the little people, and plus they don't want the information to get out there. So it's a win-win for them either way. But we're going to load this show to them, and hopefully they'll accept it like they did Doc.
Yeah, he said he was down to 35 people or something like that.
Nothing I can do about it.
Yeah,
I'm not
I get it.
control any of that. All I can control is the stream going out.
Well, I'm gonna have to look into the software thing here in a couple weeks, if you know what I mean.
It is a great idea. Great idea.
Because I do have a guy that knows the computer inside and out, and I'll see what I can do. Okay.
It's a great idea.
All right, let's go on. Let's go on with our prayers. But Ellie Jean, my granddaughter needs all your prayers, so please don't be bashful with the prayers. Maria number 1 and number 2. Maria number 1 is a caregiver with her brother and her mother, and Maria number 2 is having some skin issues. And pray for them. The Presley boys. We got to pray for them. And I don't have her name, but it's Patrick's wife. And I had it written down. I can't find it now. Patrick's wife is having problems with macular degeneration. So, Brother Patrick and sister, we love you and we wish nothing but the best for you. So, I guess our guest is not going to come on because I told him to log in at 8 o'clock.
He's also, remember I told you he's visually handicapped.
Yeah, I know. He's visually handicapped, so he might be having problems.
I didn't hear from him, so if I didn't hear from him, I don't know what.
He's been communicating almost exclusively with me, and I send him emails and he doesn't get them, or he's not reading them, and maybe he can't physically read them. I don't know.
I don't know. I told him he's welcome on if you allow it. He's got the thing ready for us, so we can start promoting it too, which is good.
So Rumble won't even let us broadcast live?
Not right now.
What about On the Mark?
On the Mark is, again, I have to load the show. He's going to have that virtual capability very soon, but not now, he said. And the other one that we were on, what was it called? I forget what it was called. But anyway, we were on it, and he had problems getting us all the time. So I don't know what the problem with that is. But we get on the Mark TV. I don't think we'll need anything else. That's 500 million viewers all over the world.
Right.
That's not bad.
Well, I'm just looking if everybody's freaking out on I'm looking real quick on my Telegram page to see if everybody's freaking out because they can't find us on Rumble or.
They go to Facebook. The Hamilton Radio. Yeah. They can go to the Hamilton Radio site on Facebook, Hamilton Radio group, and they can pick it right up. It's right on the top.
Right. I'm just giving them a message here. They're probably all freaking out. Anyway, I guess we're not going to have that guest. And if you want to come on early and you're watching, go ahead and log into the show. And we'll have you on now because it doesn't look like our other guest is going to make it because of the demographics. And all I can tell you is, I guess what we can do is we can talk to you about the benefits of the patches. If you go on YouTube and look at the very earliest Chances chat, you will see what I looked like then, and you can see what I look like now. Okay. And it's very empowering, the power of these patches right there. Oh, where'd my other patch go? Oh, that's right. I put it on my stomach today. So, very anxious to have you join the patch family and experience what I'm experiencing. No link sent. Oh, I'll send that to you right now, Ann. Hang on a second. This has been a very trying time. And I apologize for all the technical. Daniel's not getting this. I said your site address.
I sent it to him.
He's not getting. You have his, do you have his phone number, Doc?
Yeah, I sent it to him. I sent it to his email. Maybe he's not able to see it.
Maybe you better give him a call and explain to him how this works. Because I don't think he knows, and he might not see it either. So
I just told him on the link and join us. I can send the link to him too. Give me a minute. He might be on his phone. See, people usually have their phone all the time, and sometimes the phone won't allow you to do anything either. That's the problem. Let me send him your link, so this way he has the link. Come on. I mean, it's really, I don't know why people make this
right.
I mean, you and I, it's simple, but other people make it hard. I don't know.
Okay, Ann, I'm getting ready to send you a link right now.
Oh, Yahoo's blocking the link. Because of spam, they're blocking.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, so let me see what I can do here. Trying to send it to his phone, they won't let me send it to his
blocking
phone.
The link. Well, Ann, your link is coming.
If they allow it. I don't know what they're doing. Let me try to send him the link too.
All right, I got some windows open here that need to be shut. So
I can hear it.
Oh boy, I'm telling you, the further this thing goes, the more we get blocked, the more trouble that we have. And I'm at a loss. And for once, I'm at a loss for words.
Well, it's technology. It's the control of the technology that they have over us. They can control YouTube. They can control Facebook. They can control all the software, all the companies, and everything around them. So how can we flourish? How can we get our information out there? Like I told you, we have our own set of things. Stop relying on these stupid idiots from all these state companies. Have the people click on the link or watch our show live right on the radio station, live right on the video. We send the link to everybody. Everybody watches. That's the simplest way I can do it.
Yeah, I'm having a heck of
throw this all out. This doesn't mean anything, all this stuff. That was just a convenience to broadcast on Facebook, YouTube, and other things. But when you get used to it and then people can't find you anymore, that's part of the problem.
Well, yeah, especially when we're trying to build transparency and truth and help people in prayer and build things up, and the bad guys are just knocking us down as fast as we can get back up.
Yeah.
And I just got a link sent to you finally, so there you go. So Ann will be joining us in a minute here.
Okay.
Please, guys, pay attention to the prayer list, okay? These people all need prayer. They really need it. And it doesn't cost a thing. It's just a little time with you and the Lord. Just find a quiet place, turn the TV off, close your eyes, get in touch with the Lord and pray. It's simple. It's your superpower. Use it, okay? And it's okay to pray for yourself too. And if you want put on the prayer list or somebody else does, send me an email to chancemusic@yahoo.com. I'll put you on the prayer list and we'll talk about it on Sunday. Okay, here comes Ann. Hi, Ann.
Hello. How's it going?
Well, it's not going good because
I was listening.
yeah, we're on Facebook right now, but we're going to have to load up on YouTube and Rumble after the show because they're not letting us broadcast live.
Gotcha.
So it's all you. Why don't we talk about Jeffrey and his knee?
Hold on.
Jeffrey's knee is improved to the point in less than 2 weeks that he can go back to work.
Well, that's good. Did Lillian tell you that?
No. Jeff came on the chat. What channel?
Okay, good.
What channel?
Dan is here.
Okay, all right.
You want to let him know that after Ann, you'll bring him on?
Yeah, after Ann. Just hang on, Daniel. And
yeah, just stay there. I won't be long.
Yeah, we're just going to talk about the patches for a few minutes.
Go ahead. Just wanted you to tell him that. Go ahead.
Yeah, stay there. I'm glad he figured it out. Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
What channel on Facebook are we on, Doc?
Facebook group Hamilton Radio and my page for the profile. So HamiltonRadio.net.
Okay.
Definitely see us on the Hamilton Radio page. Because that's a group. Anybody can be in the group.
Yeah, well, go ahead and talk, Ann, because we want to hear about it.
Well, I don't know a lot about Jeff's without him telling me personally. So when I speak to them on the phone, I remember things. And then sometimes if they write it, it's more of a testimony that if I didn't, if I didn't get to interact with them personally, it's not something that I may have all the knowledge of. So that's good that Jeff told you about it. And obviously it sounds like you have more information than I do about Jeff's knee. But Lillian earned a trip to Utah to go to home office, all paid for by the company. And so she's flying there now. She may have landed, but she hasn't told me yet. She'll be there through the weekend. And then that would be something that I'm working towards, and both of you gentlemen are working towards, is earning that trip to Utah for home office. And they put you up and treat you very nice and show you around. And anybody on here can do that. It just depends on how many people are you telling. And all you do is refer people. You get them in touch with me or Lillian, and we do the phone calls for you. And then we help your family members, loved ones, friends, and any acquaintances that you refer, and we put them under you. So it's you're building a team as you're helping people get better. So we can get them out of some painful situations. We can get them where their body is starting to communicate better, so it's starting to function better. and the way that it did when they were younger. This has been touted as age reversal. Instead of just anti-aging, it's actually age reversing, and it has been proven on patents and studies.
It sounds to me like there's a lot of miracles happening with the patches.
Yes.
And I will say, besides the physical improvement and the anti-aging that I'm experiencing, I haven't had any vertigo and I haven't had any leg cramps in
Nice.
quite a long time. And I don't, as long as I'm on the patches, I don't think I'll have them. And let me tell you something, vertigo sucks. Okay, with a capital S. Okay, and I would suggest to I'm going to pull my envelope out here. I would suggest to Patrick's wife, possibly. What do you know about macular degeneration for the patches, Ann?
So the patches help everything in the body, because this is one of the things that I think people confused with everything. One, there's nothing in the patch going in the body. So the medication, it's like a wheelchair. Does a wheelchair interfere with any medication that you take? The answer is no. So there's nothing going in your body transdermal. But then it has a pattern, and that pattern signals the body in something to do. So the main patch wakes up and creates your body's own GHK copper peptide. That copper peptide has been studied, and in the patent, it describes it that when you have GHK copper peptide, and mind you, this is your body's own GHK peptide, therefore there's no synthetic injection, there's nothing going in the body, it's your own, so you can't have a negative reaction to it. When it does that, it wakes up your body's cells and gets them to function again. The cells that went to sleep around age 30 to 35 and beyond. So by the time you're 30 to 35, 50% of your cells go to sleep. When you wake up 33% by putting the patch on, that's 33% more. So say you're 40. Well, now instead of only having 50%, you have 83% functioning, because we just woke up 33% more. By having more cells awake, alert, and operating, your nutritional, everything you put in your body works better, whether it's a supplement, a vitamin, a medicine, and food. It's going to work better because now you have more cells to receive it. That's why these patches are so important. Everything's asleep for those who don't have it. If you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, most of your cells are asleep. When you put this patch on, it immediately, 33% wake up and start to operate again. And by them waking up and functioning, your body receives everything else that you do better.
Well, and well, wait a minute. What if you keep doing this month after month after month after month, and be on 2 years? How long have I been on now? It's a year and a half.
Not quite 2 years, but the end of October. No, the second week of November will be 2 years.
Okay.
For you.
Okay. See, she knows. She's on top of the game. But anyway, so if you keep using it month after month after month, then doesn't that mean percentage-wise, doesn't it just increase every month?
So yes. So what happens is it's waking up 33% immediately, but it didn't repair those 33 in one patching. That takes time. It's 1 month for every decade old you are, just to wake up your cells. Once they're awake, they still have to do the repair. So some are repairing that second day you put on. All those same cells that woke up the day before, those are there and they're repairing. Once there's a repair that takes place, let's just pretend 10 of them. On the second day, 10 got repaired. So now when you put the patch on the third day, you have 33% waking up, including 10 new ones, because you made room for those 10 new ones. Right. And then say 30 get done that time. So now you got 40 repaired. And so the next time you put the patch on, you've got 33% plus the 40 that were repaired. Now you got 40 more waking up. So after approximately a year, all your stem cells are woken up and repairing. By the time 18 months comes on, most of the stem cells should be awake and repaired. Most of them, because, not everybody's going to repair at the same rate, but we're giving it as best as we can. But then you've got room to make new cells. And that's the beautiful thing. And that's what causes age reversal.
So you can get pretty like me again at 74, right?
That's right. And they can prove it medically. By the 3rd month on the patches, they've been able to prove your heart, between 3 months and 6 months, your heart is regenerated enough that it's reversed in age. And you can measure all of this with blood work. You can see what your biological life is. So you can do a blood work before you start the patches, and it will tell you how old you are. And then you can do blood work while you're wearing the patches and try around the 3-month mark or 6 months or 1 year, and it will tell you, and you'll notice that your number is going down. So Dr. Stacy's son started them when he was 16 and a half. He's now 22. His biological age is only 17. So he's only aged 6 months in the 3.5 year or 4 years he's been on it.
You know,
Sounds good to me.
You know what's funny? My kidney numbers, the EFGR, you know, what
Mhm.
they are, the filtration rate of the you know, the thing,
Yep.
the filters, went up since I've been on the patches. And I only drink, you know, I drink water, and I don't really do too much. Now I'm working a lot now, but this was a month ago that I had it checked, and my went up to 70 from down to 63, which I thought was great.
Better function.
Yeah. So
Yep.
there's a lot of benefits that we don't even see until, like you said, until you get the blood test. Then you see all the results.
Yep.
Well, I would like to offer for anybody that's been on the patches a year a free song, okay? Are you ready? Well, you must have been a beautiful baby, 'cause baby, look at you now.
Very
look
good.
at
Very
Ann.
good.
Look at Ann. She
Dude,
just
that
looks
looks amazing.
fantastic.
Amazing. Yeah.
And everybody that's been on the private channel knows Ann's story, and look how good she looks. I mean, Lillian,
Glow. She always has that glow. It's
yeah,
like that.
Lillian
Yeah.
too. My
Yeah.
problem is
And hey, and we're no makeup today, so
look good.
we
I
got
guess
some clear lip gloss on and some mascara.
I think I need to start wearing makeup or something because I'm so white I look like Larry Bird.
You need to go out in the sun between 8 and 10 a.m. Get that natural glow.
Ooh, you said get up before 8 o'clock. Ooh.
I said between 8 and 10. It's only 15 minutes a day.
Okay, well then I'll make an effort to do that. But anyway, okay, Ann, I know it's short and sweet, but it's really great to have you, and I look forward to you next week. And we're gonna.
Sounds good.
I want to tell you something personally, and we'll talk about this later on the phone. But there's going to be some big changes coming up, and we want you and Lillian to be part of it. Okay.
Sounds good. Keep us
All right.
posted.
I will. I'll talk to you later this week.
Hey, everybody, have a good one. I'll watch our next guy.
Okay. Love you.
Bye. Love you. Bye.
So this gentleman here is what's his name again? Go ahead, Daniel.
Dan Barrett.
Dan Barrett. Okay, Dan Barrett is. Let Dan introduce yourself to our viewers and listeners.
Sure, I got introduced to Gino through On the Mark TV. Mark and I are very good friends. And what I'm doing for Hamilton Radio Media is to basically set up a way they can raise funds. And in raising those funds, it supports the mission of the network. But more importantly, when you buy the rewards app that's out there, you as an individual get access to 2 million discounts in travel and entertainment, concerts, movie tickets, Broadway plays, any professional or college sports league, retail, and basically your meals. There's 75 what I would call lifestyle of the rich and famous. They're bucket list type destinations. You've got Egypt, Japan, Greece, Scotland, Kenya, Amsterdam. These are things that you would want to do on each one of these trips. They're curated in such a manner that you have the ability to save thousands of dollars per trip. The average person, whether you take a bucket list trip or not, is going to save about $5,000 to $6,500 annually off the purchase price of $50 for this rewards app. The app is branded for Hamilton Radio Media. It gives the ability for the user to use it for 1 full year, and the ROI on it is anywhere from 100 to 130x the purchase price for people to use it for anything they want to do, anything in daily life. It gives you the ability to exponentially save money. I'll give an example my wife and I did. We were going to the AC/DC concert this past year, downtown Chicago. And in doing so, we were going through Ticketmaster or Live Nation, I forget which, to get our tickets. And my wife told me the ticket price, and it was very expensive. So long and short of it is, I went on the app, found the same seats, the same time, the same venue, Soldier Field, downtown Chicago, and we saved $124 per ticket. Or I'm sorry, $127 per ticket, total of $254 just on tickets for the concert. And we bought a day and a half before the concert. We went down there, had a lot of fun, great price. And we're actually looking at it right now to go see a couple concerts, maybe out at the Sphere in Vegas. And then we can also book our airfare and our travel out there. And again, save lots of money.
Wow.
That sounds cool. It's any kind, it's pretty much any kind of concert. So it could be a jazz concert or a bluegrass festival or anything like that.
Could be any concert anywhere that they sell tickets to. You have the ability to get discounts. Any professional college sports thing, NASCAR, football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever it is, any college sports game. You can go to any Broadway play or local comedians as they come into venues. There's tickets for that. There's tickets for the Sphere. You can see anybody you want out there. You get all kinds of airplane travel, and the airfare and the hotel. The nice thing about it, guys, is you have a concierge service, an 800 number. You tell them what you want to do. You tell them when you want to go. You tell them if you have any frequent flyer or frequent stay type things, rewards programs. And they fit you into that. They do all the scheduling, all the booking, everything for you. Before anything is put on your credit card, they come back to you and ask, this is what we have. This is what we were able to find. Here's what it cost. Here's what it would normally cost. They show you what the savings would be, giving you the ability to feel very comfortable that you're getting not only a good deal, but probably the best deal out there for what you're looking to do.
Well, okay, now that's all fine and dandy. But if I'm married to my house, so what about if I decide to go to KFC or Long John Silver's or Denny's or someplace like that and have a meal out for a change? What's that app going to do for me?
You can type in your city, state, or your zip code, and it pulls up all the places in the area. And it could be restaurants like you mentioned. Could be local places, could be national chains, whatever it happens to be. They're going to offer you anywhere from buy 2 meals, get a dessert, spend $50, get 20% off your meal. It's whatever the proprietor wants to give you as a discount. That's how the deals are curated. But the benefit is, and we use it here, I'm in between Chicago and Milwaukee, and wherever we go, we are able to find places, and we're trying places that we normally wouldn't. One of our sons is about an hour southwest of us. We've gone into restaurants out in his area that we never would have found on our own just by using the app, and we're saving money while we're doing it. And sometimes we've even gone to the high-end ones where you basically get with his wife and my wife and I, we're able to save basically 35% on a meal, which is basically getting one person for free and then some.
That adds up quick too, doesn't it? Oh, Dan, that adds up quick. What about international flights? One of our person wants to know.
We have the ability to do international. There was a lady that we did some work with and helped her out. Another one of my ventures or working things. She and her husband were going to Kathmandu, and they were going through Hong Kong. They were taking Cathay Pacific out of DFW and taking direct flights into Hong Kong, and then direct flight into Kathmandu, and then staying at a local hotel while they bought their tea and coffee for their business. as a result of it, we were able to save her and her husband about $2,700 on the exact same itinerary that they were looking to book through their normal travel agent that they use, just by using the concierge service through this program.
Wow, that's big numbers. I mean,
That's huge.
that's huge.
Now,
And-
now, Daniel, what's this cost?
$50 for 1 year of service. And like I said, it's a 100 to 130x for the average couple or average family rate of return or return on investment.
That's amazing. And tell us where the proceeds are going to, because that's what we want people to know. This isn't
Sure.
just going to us. It's not just going to you. It's going to what?
My local church here, I'm helping them. We just had something come up that you guys don't know about. The school that's attached to the church, it's a Catholic church. We're putting a roof in for them because the roof has a major leak. The quote on that is $3.25 to $335, something like that. Now, we're also running this app for the church and the school and a couple of the other parishes in the area. But the end goal of what I'm going to do with all the proceeds from this is we're going to put a commercial kitchen inside the school. We're going to hire a nutritionist for the school, and every student, faculty member, and staff member of the church/school is going to get free lunch for the entire school year, starting hopefully next fall, being I think it's August or September. We don't know if we're going to have the kitchen in, but as soon as the kitchen in, from that point forward, the intent is to provide everybody the free lunch throughout the entire school year.
That's amazing. That's amazing.
It's not about making the money, Chance. It's about how do we.
Well, I get it. I
give
get
back.
it. Oh, I know. Listen, we talk about humanitarian things all the time here. This particular, I don't know if you know this or not, but this particular group of people that follow us, and I shouldn't say follow, I call them a family instead of followers. Our family here, our Hamilton Radio family, and our family on YouTube and Rumble and On the Mark, and our family on Telegram, have helped countless peoples. We just helped a little lady just through their donations. She was getting ready to be evicted, and we raised.
Oh, he froze. Yeah, he raised a lot of money for her and helped her stay in her home, and sometimes helped with health payments or different things like that. So yeah, he's been instrument in that. I mean, he's really helped a lot of people do that.
Yeah, the intent for this would be to give you guys a whole bunch of money to use as you see fit. And then the proceeds that I'm going to receive from this, I want to give back to the school, the church, so that they have the ability to, for lack of better terms, provide something back to the community without raising the tuition. Because, to be brutally honest, a lot of people nowadays with funds being so tight don't have the ability to stretch their dollars. And the kids, the only thing the school provides for the kids is milk every day for lunch. My intent would be, let's give them a hot lunch every day. We'll bring a nutritionist in so that he or she has the ability to curate a lunch that's healthy for the kids, if that
Right.
makes sense.
No, it does, and it does make a lot of sense too, because coupled with what we're doing and what you're doing, listen, there aren't a lot of charities where you can be honest that they're really going to where they say they're going to go. They usually go to advertising more for the charity, so the charity makes more money, but the CEOs and the other people are making it. The money that we get, basically the money that we get is going to go to our streaming services and other things, but we're also going to give it back so people can buy the patches for themselves, kids, and other things. Chance and we're both to an age right now where all we want to do is help other people. And, as long as our families are taken care of and fed, we're good.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. It's what kind of legacy can we leave behind, and how can we be in service of other people to raise them up as well?
Now, I got to ask you this question before Chance. Well, Chance is here, but unmute your mic. What started you on this, Dan, and how did you get involved in doing this?
Sure. I used to be a big shot executive at Hewlett Packard Enterprise, the software company. I used to run cloud and automation for them worldwide. I've been to 107 countries, 4.5 million air miles. I've seen the world, guys. I was chasing the religion of the almighty dollar, and on a flight home from London, I kind of had an epiphany and said, I need to do something that is right, not only for myself, but for my family and my kids. It's how do I leave a legacy behind that shows people by example, not just words, that there's more to life than chasing the dollar? And how do I use my skills for the service of other people? And then I've decided to take this path, and that's where I ran in initially to Mark, which is how I got introduced to both you guys. But it's taken me down a path of using my skills, my abilities to help other people as much as I can. We're going to do this hopefully for a large portion of the Catholic Church, but the intent there would be to give 40% of the commission back to the Catholic Church so they can do stuff, continuing their ministries, lowering the tuition, giving scholarship, for lack of better terms, to kids who can't afford it, maybe doing stuff for preborn, for St. Jude's, Catholic Charities, a few other places. So it's really pushed me down a service type mentality or service type road.
That sounds awesome. That sounds awesome. So I guess what we need to do is drive people to your website so that they can get this app.
Sure. I've sent the two of you, and I don't know if you've seen it yet. I've given you a QR code. I've given you the web address that you guys can post internally. It's hamiltonradiomedia.myspecialrewards.com. That's basically the address. And then anything that's purchased there, Hamilton Radio Media is going to be the benefactor of that. And as you guys go forward, you're going to also receive basically a dashboard that you'll be able to audit, understand, and be aware of how many sales are done on your behalf, if that makes sense, gentlemen.
That does make sense. I'm gonna put the code right up now so people can see it. So yeah, it's finished talking. I'll put the code up right now.
So what it does is you spend $50. You have the ability to use the app for 1 year. It's in the Apple Store or the Google Play Store. You download it. You enter your name, first and last, an email, and a phone number. That's the unique identifiers we use to track you. And I don't mean tracking in a bad way. So that way we know who the app has gone to. The money is deposited within Hamilton Radio Media's accounts within 48 hours after time of purchase. And then you also get the dashboard so you can track how many sales are done, and you can audit. Okay, we did 1,000 sales as an example. It nets to this amount of dollars, and you should see that exact amount of dollars within 48 hours deposited within your account. And then the two of you can do it for, again, whatever purpose that you want all the way through. And then we are going to continually help here, the church, the roof, everything that we're doing through you guys. I'm on the Mark TV is also a customer of ours. We're putting up his site here in the next day or two. So he's going to propagate it everywhere. He's doing the same type of thing as a way of expanding and bringing more people into the fold. But the intent here is my wife and I are not going to become multimillionaires off this. That's not the intent. The intent for us is how do we take the money that we receive, the blessings we've been entitled to, or not entitled, been given, I should say, and how do we repurpose those to people who actually need it? And that's what we are going to go down the path of doing very diligently.
And you also mentioned, Dan, I just want to make sure people understand that they can help out their local merchants as well and lead it to places they usually eat at or other places they eat at around their locations. Is that true?
That's correct. We have the way of adding them into the app, and I will surface the QR code that you would basically have a merchant scan. And once that merchant scans, he or she then would put up whatever offer they want to. And within 4 to 5 weeks time, could be as early as 3 weeks, we now have that merchant sitting on the site.
Now, can any business be on here? That means people that rent cars. Can any business be on here?
Yeah, we'd have to categorize them so people could find them, but yes, and they would be searchable by geotagged location services to the individual person. Because the nice thing is, wherever you travel to, you have the ability to instantly pull it up and see every offer within the area that you're at.
That's awesome.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So even somebody with a low income could get benefit out of the app just by getting stuff at the local pizza place or Taco John's or something like that, right?
Yeah, I would say it this way, Chance. It gives you the ability to extend the money that you have, discretionary spending, returning more money into your bottom line or your bank account so that you have the ability, I don't want to say to live at a higher standard than what you currently are, but you get to live a little more comfortably without the stress.
That sounds really good. Listen, I want to ask you, Daniel, are you going to be available to come back on next week?
Yes, sir.
Okay, because I think we're going to have to. Give people a chance to check it out and an opportunity to experience the use of the app, and then as they're using it, they can come on here and tell us how much they saved and what benefits from the app that they have received.
Yeah, that would be a great idea. And the custom trips that are out there, the bucket list trips, there's 75 curated trips. If you ever wanted to see, I think his name was Robin Leach, Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous. These are that kind of trips. And the dollar amounts that you're saving on these trips are thousands of dollars per person. For example, if you go to Egypt and see the pyramids with the whole tour and things like that, for this type of trip, it's going to cost you $9,000 to $11,000, depending where you're coming from in the States. This trip is on there for right around $5,500 to $6,000 for that same trip per person. So instead of taking one bucket list and then waiting 5 years to take the next one, you could take a bucket list and 2 or 3 years later, you're on your next one. It's a way for you to extend your funds and see things normal people don't have the ability to do.
Hey, Dan, how long does it take for a business to actually notice or see themselves on the app where they're going to make a difference? Is it like instant? Is it like a week? What's the downtime?
3 to 5 weeks is how long it usually takes.
So if they see the app and they want to get on it, first thing they should do is what? Contact you or go on?
Yeah, contact me and then I will put you in touch with the app owner, the company that does it. We'll do a QR code. You can scan the QR code, and then once you have that, you're up and running. And once you're up and running, you're in the queue, and they will add you to the app within that 3 to 5 week period with whatever offer that business wanted to provide.
Chance, any more questions for Dan?
No, but I think we need to investigate this further. Maybe we'll have him back on next week. Is that okay with you, sir?
Yeah, I'll be on as often as you two would like me to be on. I'm here to help you.
Okay, great. I think it's a win-win myself.
Once you open this up and once you get used to it, my wife is incredibly proficient in it. She uses it every time we go somewhere, and we've tried a whole bunch of places. Like I said, guys, we never would have, and we found a lot of good restaurants in areas that we travel to.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we don't have a lot of good restaurants in our area, but I live in Mayberry. But we do have Taco Bell and some pizza places, and delicatessens. Does it work in delicatessens?
Yes, sir.
Oh.
We've been to multiple Jimmy John's, multiple Schlotsky's delis, and then multiple local delis down by my son in the area where we are, and then up in Wisconsin.
Well, that's cool.
I bet you my friends in the shore area, a lot of my friends, business friends in the shore area in New Jersey, would love to be part of this because they're not making a lot of money right now, and this will help them create more flow of constant money flow coming in.
Isn't this their busy time of year, Gino?
Yeah, but with the weather and people and the price of everything, people need discounts to come.
Yes, they
people
do.
need incentive, motivation, money to save. So they know that when they go down, they're not going to get ripped off and spend $36 for a large pizza. I mean, that's crazy. What if you're given the $36 pizza and you're going to give like a pitcher of soda or a pitcher of beer? That adds to the value of it. It's not so much that you're taking away, you're adding value. And that's what this app does.
I've got Mark Scott asking or making a comment. Cathay Pacific Works destination Philippine tickets are more than double right now. What do you think? You think that would help him any?
It would, because with the concierge service on the travel, they know all the deals, all the specials, everything that's being run. And based on the volume that they're able to get discounts from the airline with the amount of business that they throw through, they are getting tremendous discounts. That couple that did Cathay Pacific out of Dallas, I think they flew American, part of whatever the alliance partnership is. Cathay is in there. And they flew American to Hong Kong, then Cathay into Kathmandu. $2,600 savings on the couple. That's exact same flights that they were going to do. The concierge person booked it for them, but also did all the legwork and found the 7 or 8 different options. They stayed with their original travel, and ironically enough, that had the highest discount.
Great. Awesome.
And it's an 800 number. This is who I am. These are the names of the travelers that are going. When they get ready to book it, they'll take all your personal information. That's your date of birth, things like that, any frequent flyer number. That has to go in there for TSA. But irrespective, they only do that when you're ready to book. But they went through, they did the hotel, and they even found a hotel in Kathmandu that they've never tried that gave them free shuttle to and from the airport, which saved them probably $80 each way there too.
Can you also hold on? Can you go into the idea of how people get into the app? Because I can bring the app up here on the thing so people can see what it looks like, and then we can talk more about that too. If you could, please.
Sure, we could do that either later today, right now, or we could do it next week when people have a little more time to play with it. Because if they acquire it, we can show them, give them a tutorial, Gino, on how to walk through it, what to do, how to do, things of that nature. That I think would have more meaning, because then they have something that they can look at as well.
Okay, because I have a couple of friends that messaged me and they said they would love to look at the app.
Yeah,
So,
there's a lot going on in the app. I will say that there's 2 million plus discounts in North America alone. The 75 curated bucket list items. You have 800,000 hotel room discounts all throughout the world. You have the travel portion. You have the entertainment portion, which is movie tickets, concert tickets, plays, everything that's there. You have all the sports tickets. You almost are overwhelmed the first 2 times you go into it, to be brutally honest, guys.
okay.
It's the art of the possible, as I like to say.
Let's try doing that next week, okay?
Absolutely.
All right. Well, listen, Daniel, it's been our honor and privilege to have you on the show tonight, and we will get things set up and try to be live next week somewhere. So we'll let everybody know. And I want to thank you very much for coming tonight, because it means a lot to us, and we appreciate your support. And we want to help you in your cause any way that we can. If you're doing any work for Jesus at all, then we want to be there. Okay.
Yeah, myself and my pastor, he's got a bucket list for me that is incredibly long, guys. So I've got a lot of these to sell, but for a good cause. And I'm trying to help everybody. We're doing work with an autism group. We're doing work with a couple musicians. They're standalone type guys out in the East Coast. They're out in your neck of the woods, Gino. They're out in Maryland. But we're doing a lot of stuff along those lines. And the intent there is to help as many people as we can, and then push that money back into the community.
Well, I want to thank you for building the app just for Hamilton Radio Media as well. That's very branding for us, and we appreciate that.
The nice thing is, guys, you can also, if you want, there is a way for the 2 of you or 1 of you to record a 30-second commercial once a month. And then every time someone opens the app, they get a commercial or whatever message you want to convey from Hamilton Radio Media out to the user community.
Okay.
That doesn't cost you anything.
Well, great. We'll look into that. Absolutely. It sounds fantastic.
The only cost, guys, is you have to create the 30-second spot. Then once you get that to us, we'll embed it within your app.
Okay, great. No problem.
Love it. Thank you. Just
All
time.
right. Well, we thank you for being on tonight, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. And God bless you, and keep up the great work.
Thanks, Chance. Thanks, Gino. And guys, thanks for taking the app and pushing this. And my hope is that it benefits you just as much as it benefits everybody else that's out there.
Oh, I'm certain it will. I'm certain it will.
Thanks, gentlemen. Have a good night.
Thank you, and God bless.
God bless.
All right, now, folks, I know we haven't got very many people listening, but that's okay. We're going to load it up, and we'll see what happens. But I'm going to this is the Intel portion, and it's not a lot. And pay attention because I'm adding some stuff I didn't add the other night. What is going on? Chance, what's going on with the RV? Well, the RV is being rolled out very, very extremely slow, but it is moving in Florida, in Texas, and it is moving in Oklahoma. What is happening at the same time is arrests are picking up big time in Florida, Texas, and Oklahoma. Well, who's getting arrested, Chance? Child traffickers? Absolutely they are. Do you know who the child traffickers are that I'm talking about? Well, no, we don't. Tell us. Okay, well, it goes like this. Judges, clerks, attorneys, sheriff's deputies, sheriffs, they're all Masons. They're all guilty of human trafficking. They're forcing you by threat of jail to be in their court and to be judged by them. Now, in the next coming few weeks, you're going to get a lot of law lessons. You're going to get a lot of legal lessons. So I would suggest in the future you to start taking notes if you are capable of defending yourself, because we got some experts coming on. Okay. So wait your turn. I'm waiting my turn. The NDA that the military is putting out is extremely strict, and you might even be scared when they talk to you about it. They might really get stern with you, and I'm not kidding. They can be intimidating. The military personnel can be intimidating, but the thing is, keep your mouth shut, because you don't want your money clawed back. And believe me, even talking in front of your big screen TV in your living room, somebody can hear, even if it's unplugged. So if you're going to talk to another currency holder that you know is under an NDA, I would suggest you go into a room where there's no television sets, and you put your cell phone in a Faraday cage. Everybody has a Faraday cage in their house. It's called a microwave. Unplug the microwave so it don't get turned on accidentally, and stick your cell phone in there, and then you guys can talk. Okay? But just remember, loose lips sink ships. Okay? And at your first appointment, you're going to get your MedBed appointment. And you're going to have up to 8 people that you can get a MedBed appointment for. So yes, the MedBeds are going. Yes, they are functioning. And there are a lot of veterans that are waiting their turn. So like you saw the 107 and 90-year-olds on the 4th of July, Trump brought them out on the stage, all the seniors that are still with us. And so it's going to be, they got to get in there too. Okay. So what we got to do now, guys, is just say prayers, be patient. Say prayers, be patient. More news. This is Intel, but it's not RV, but it's going to be. Okay. What is happening right now in the United Kingdom? what is happening in Canada, what is happening in Australia, what is happening in New Zealand, what's happening in Australia. Oh my God. The S is hitting the fan. And the elites are running for the border. What's really funny, I got this piece of information the other day, and I just laughed my butt off. The government officials in Australia that are taken off because they can see the writing on the wall, guess where they're going? They think they're going to be safe going to New Zealand, across the pond, you know? Guess what? Yeah, the white hats are sitting there waiting for them. Oh, we're finally safe. Uh-oh. There's the bubble. You know, I'm going to write a song about that, and it's going to be called You're Going to Jail, because you're all criminals. Gitmo is your final destination. Okay? There's a lot happening. Don't think there isn't. Canada, I know you're being depressed. I know you're being put down as far in the dirt as you can. You're being squashed like bugs. Your day's coming. It's coming quick. But I want you to be aware of one thing. Everything is happening, and it's going to start hitting mainstream media within 30 days. But until then, it's going to look like that we are in a sort of a media loop. Now all the generals with the Island Project are saying that Trump is bombing Iran right now, and he showed video footage, and man, he's the general, and we got to salute him, and he's really important, and he's scaring people, and he's thinking the whole world's coming to an end, and the only thing you can do is give $200,000 to him so you can get in on the Island Project, and you can be safe and wealthy. Okay? Remember that. Okay? Make sure you have your pig slop boots on when you listen to him. Okay? Because the bullshit is thick and flowing freely. Okay? So if we wanted to take out Iran, we could do that with the eye in the sky. Luckily, we got control of it. The same technology that took out Paradise, California. We have control of it now. We can take out anybody that we want to take out. But there are innocents living there in Iran. Trump knows this game better than anybody. Be in prayer. Be with the Lord. Love thy neighbor and thy enemy the same. I'm Chance McFadden. I love you all. Doc, you got any final thoughts for tonight?
No, other than I'm just tired from working and helping people, and that's what we do, bro. I just keep on the same thing, keep on the same
I get
thing.
it, brother. I get it. All right. Well, I'm Chance McFadden, and you know who you are, and this is the host with the most, Doc G. We're going to see you next week. We're going to try to be live, and I love you all. Keep the faith. Walk with Jesus. We'll see you next week. Good night.
Bye, everybody.